I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been that they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been that they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Raiders going up against the Saints. With that, we're off to the Bayou, as it's time to debut our new broadcast team for 2016. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Oakland Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Now Grayson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Grayson now. He's going to, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 75 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. Stiff-armed him. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The former Red Raider, now an Oakland Raider. This is DeAndre Washington. They find some open field here. And a cut to the sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now Carr dancing to his left. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Their big tight end. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Time to meet the defensive starters for the Oakland Raiders. And you want to discuss one of their safeties.
I certainly do. Carl Joseph out of West Virginia. Always did a great job policing the middle of the field. A big hitter, knocked the ball away. But really added to his game as last year as a Mountaineer. Became a better cover guy and a better ball hawk before he got injured. They're really going to love him in Oakland.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Now, check. Patriot! Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Squeeze him now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. Carr now on first down. Looking deep for Crabtree. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. And here now New Orleans defensive unit.
Paul Kruger's one of the most respected veterans in the game. All he does is make plays.
The lone receiver right is Cooper. Here's Carr trying to set up this. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Picked off by Sterling Moore. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage there? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not not easily done, but not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Carr now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. On play action, it's Carr. Airing one deep for Crabtree. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And now a first down following that long gain. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Carr now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play. We'll look for them to try it again later.
His throw incomplete.
In today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw his Carr, and that's complete to Walford. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 13 and also the first down.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that second-year jump out of Walford.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Khalil Mack's no different than any other player in the league. He's always looking for respect from his peers. I think when you make all-pro at 2 different positions, you get big respect.
First guy ever to do that, by the way. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dan Williams coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Second down, 8. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, Washington will lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's complete. Fleener, right side. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
No. Check. Patriots.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Raiders have got him. The first time All-Pro in 2015. Khalil Mack in there to drop him with his 1st sack of 2016. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended. Target, third down here.
Take four. All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he finds his man. It's Duarte. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Here's Carr, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Again, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal calls would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing his Carr on third down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Watch left. Start right there.
The play clock's running down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings Up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Grayson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Grayson now. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Brief break in the action here. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. To take the ball away from the other team.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Carr now on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Carr, and that is incomplete. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and 10 here.
Back there, now, Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney, here we go now. 3, 9, 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now Grayson. He's got time. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Taken in at the 22. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And now here come the Raiders. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Finding time. Looking deep. And this is caught. Crabtree. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Crabtree in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are back within a score. And he's able to put it through. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there, and it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
first. Here's Washington. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Another carry for the rookie Washington. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. And quickly, they get to the line. From the gun now on third. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second down now after the incompletion. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Room here to run. A big play there out of a running game. 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Grayson now. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Cooks with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints add on to their lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about it.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there. Carter Cooper, 48 yards.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Clive Walford, 28 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They come up with 1 back. That's Ingram. Looking to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And this will be taken at the 13. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
All right, here we go. Wide and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he fields it cleanly. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Coleman has it here right side. And he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So they're operating in the red zone. Defense showing blitz. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. Fleener, right side. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. He's to throw again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Complete to Washington. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first down, Carr. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. The lone receiver right is Cooper. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now, Carr again. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It's the Saints' new acquisition from the Rams, Nick Fairley. In there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Edwards, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Breeze on third down. And he's got Snead. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Breeze going to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now Breeze lost the football, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Right back to Washington. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. On second down, Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
10 yards still left on second down. throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Coleman has it here right side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Like 50, like 50. Ready. You ready? Check. Check. Back.
He's back to throw. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Breeze. Got to have this one. That's caught. It's Coleman. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
It's caught left side by Cooks. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw, it's Breeze. And Cooks has it over the middle. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with 7 seconds remaining. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I think what we just saw in that drive, partner, is great practice, preparation, and poise. Not only did they score with little time left for them to retaliate, they time along the way while still getting the yardage they needed. That was an impressive drive.
Very methodical. Now barring something crazy on the kickoff, they've got this one. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this in all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish? I told him it ain't practice it. I'm about to fill you up with Spanish. Walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event in boxing and it has the time been ticking. I've been out here playing my position. I'm about to get it now. Ain't no one about to block my hit cause someday come along. Someone tell me I'm someone doing alright. Somewhere, somebody that someone is somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. Hey, I'm only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so taxi, leave the meter on. First time you out in Cali, never tried no strong, so you gon' have some stories to tell when you take it back home and tell them one time, Snowy always showed you what it's like. Leave you sleepy like the call the umpire. Get you out and get you rolling, get you gotta go. I got a flight up in the morning on someday, come along. Someone tell me I'm someone doing alright. Somewhere, somebody that someone is somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. Shout out to my that can get it independent and ain't looking for no love though. He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. He trying to stunt and give me drinks. I got the bottle in the section and I promise to pay.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Brady's Patriots going up against Manning's Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guys, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful